arts. So bringing people, I want to be a talent agent and like book people and bring them out and just help them, you know, because there aren't a lot of like, I feel like Christian-based talent agencies. They just want to hold back information and try to put you out there in the world. But I want to help people, help you, help me, help the kingdom in a way.
Right, and when you talk about that, and with what Maryland, which is in the industry, is going through, and being able to make your own decisions and maintain your prerogative in making that decision, and what you're doing. Now, audience, now take notice. We're looking at a family affair here. We've got two sisters that are radio personalities, and through the I should say the care and the love and the direction of their mom is doing M&M.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is so awesome. But also, I have a double shot because I have another set of sisters. This is a family affair, and it can be done. And they're both actually in the consulting business because, Leah, now you're part, and the consulting business audience belongs to their mom. So really a family affair. Leah, talk to us about now what is your part in Commodore Consulting, and where are you? Are you college driven, or since you've already got your own business, what are you looking at?
Okay, well, I'm actually the executive assistant of my mom's company, which I think is really cool. I get to help out with the marketing and talking to customers and bringing in new clients, which is always cool. It's a learning experience and learning how to network. But at the same time, I am a freshman at Georgia State University. And I'm a business undecided major because I'm interested in a lot of different things. So I'm kind of taking this time to find myself as an individual so then I can find out what I really want to do, what my calling is from God.
Well, okay, now, first of all, when you say that you are the executive administrator of a business, so you're actually working in a business, owning your, pretty much owning your own business. It belongs to your mom, I'm sure it belongs to you. So to me right now, when you already have a direction, and that's something you want to do, as being the executive administrator with your mom. I mean, that's one of your callings. So it sounds like to me you are really blessed to have 2 or 3 different talents. You know, you can have up to 5.
Yes, thank you. I do. I want to stay involved with the family company because it is a family company, so I always want to make sure I'm helping out with that. But at the same time, I'm actually really interested in sports broadcasting. I'm a huge sports fan, so I think it would be really cool to be able to talk about it all day long. Now, as you know, there's not many women involved in the sports industry, so I also want to bring in the women's prerogative to sports and how we view them and our say on them.
I love that. See, audience, I tell you, we don't have no slackers on this show, and they're all beautiful young women, and they're not dumb blondes or whatever you call, Anyway, Janisa, with you and your sister working together, like Mia and Misha, as being M&M, now are you well, you're Leah, so are you SNL?
We actually, a long time ago, we used to make these like webisodes, and we called them the Love Jack Show, because L for Leah, Love, and then J, Janisa, Jack, so we called it the Love Jack Show. I don't know, it was funny, it was just us being silly, but we're
very vocal.
Yeah.
I see, and that's a wonderful thing. I mean, really, because you have to be able to speak up. I mean, when you look at representing young women, you have to be able to say what you say and mean what you say. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's really wonderful that your mom really guides you. Even though you're young women, it sounds like you still look to your mom for some sort of direction. There are times when young women get to a certain age and nobody can tell them nothing because they know it. But you guys, your mom, she's here, and I want to get a shout out from the mothers over there, because without having such wonderful mothers guiding you, and I commend them, because that means the generation of good women is being passed down. And for you, Rakia, ding, 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 I got it. When you listen to young women talk about that and where they, what drives them, what do you hear a lot that is always, are they getting it from their mom, or is a lot of them out there on their own?
I think a lot of them are on their own. And, but I think, I even have parents come and talk to me and ask me to talk to their children because they may not know how to approach them, may not know what to say, or maybe they have just, they've pushed their children away so the child doesn't feel comfortable talking to their parents about what they want to do or what they, their desires are. And so I think the relationship between child or daughter and mother in some cases can not be so good.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm going to go to the audience here because we're running out of time, and I certainly want to get the input of the mothers, but also Dr. Scott, when you wrote your book, I want you got your microphone ready, Succeeding Against All Odds. Would you talk to us a couple of minutes about what inspired you to write a book about succeeding against all odds? Because when you're young and you're starting out and you have different, ideas and people coming at you, it sounds like to me, though, the young ladies today pretty much got their vision focused, on a positive note. What do you think about the odds that are against young women, though?
I'm a co-author with Sandra Yancey in the book Succeeding Against All Odds. And I definitely will say that because I had such a strong foundation from my parents, that when negativity came in my environment, I was able to surpass it. And the chapter that I have in that book is, like a gladiator, I rise. But what I want to tell these young ladies today, and if I was coaching you, this is what I would say. You guys have something that the majority of young people do not have. And so that you have a responsibility when you are dealing with young people. Number one, you deal with them with non-judgment. Non-judgment is very, very important because what you guys are bringing to the table, they don't have. Many of them have dreams and hopes and aspirations, but how many of them have parents that would stand behind them and say, hey, you know what? You don't have to go to college. You can start a radio station, but I will be there to support you. So what our responsibility is to try not to look at someone that says, well, I think college is a safe bet for me because there's no one watching their back. And so you guys need to applaud your parents. And not only applaud your parents, but as my daughter would say, you now have a responsibility and an obligation that what your parents have placed in your hands, you try to hand it over to someone else. Yes, pay it forward. Be, do, have. Pay it forward. Live out who God has called you to be. When this young lady sings, when she gets up to sing not as a Christian, but sing as somebody who loves God.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being a Christian and loving God.
Right.
When you go to model and you stand up there and they see the beauty of God shining through you, do it as a young lady who knows who Esther was. Esther never apologized for her beauty. She never apologized for her talent, but she knew who she was. So I applaud them this evening, and more so, I applaud their parents.
Yeah.
Because parents like these is what propels and keeps legacy and keeps our generation moving higher and higher and higher.
The greatness.
Oh yes,
The
the
greatness.
prerogatives. The prerogative.
Yes, and
Yes.
you hand that mic over to Mother Dear here of M&M. Talk to us. Just give us a quick high five. I love your mother. Talk to us about when you look at your daughters and you see them do what they do. What is it that's most important to you?
What's most important to me is to know that my girls trust God. See, it's the difference between believing in a God and believing God, and I always encourage them to believe God. I do not take it lightly, the stewardship that God has placed over my life for my children. And I do not take it lightly. And I pride myself in the fact that I do hear from Him. And I will do anything that I need to do in order to encourage them to walk in that same path.
Okay, Shanae, we're almost out. And talk to us about when you look at your daughters and see them as young women now from little girls, what is your one true heart thought?
My one true heart thought is just very thankful to God that I was able to do it on my own, especially as a teen mom, as a single parent, and blessed that I've enabled them, that they trust in their own faith and their own relationship with Christ, because that is the most important. I can guide them and I can facilitate them, but it's very important that they have their own relationship. So I'm very proud to see that.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we're almost out, and actually we're going to get ready to get a treat from Maryland. And when you talk about, when Dr. Scott was talking about to the young ladies, the words came back to me when she was talking, Janisa, when she said humility. Now she's already knowing in her heart and mind that that's something she has to operate in. Now I want your key word for what is it, your key word that you use?
Like my mom's.
When we're talking about what God shows in you.
Like my mom said, keyword is trust. Even though things might not look like the way you want to see them, you have to trust Him that everything's going to work out in your favor. That's something my mom's always rooted in us. So if it's anything, I say trust God that He's going to work everything out for you.
All right. Now, what about you, Leah? What's your key word when it comes to hearing that?
My keyword would be belief, because you have to have the belief to even get anywhere. And my mom, she always told us that a dream delayed is not a dream denied. So I take that very strongly, and I always try to keep faith in my dreams and never give up.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, these are key words. We got humility. Audience, write this down. We have commitment. We have trust. And we have belief. Now, these are words coming from some beautiful young ladies. But can you understand the importance and the value of these words? Now, Rakia.
Yes.
Did I get it again?
Yes, you did.
I hit it. I want you to give us a closing remark, and then we're going to segue the ending here to our beautiful young lady, Miss Marilyn Wright, who's going to give us a song on the way out. Talk to us about, when you sum up, when it's a girl's prerogative, I want you to look into that camera and give the young ladies from the heart of pure love. What is it that they need to know?
Just wanting every young girl to know that God is so mindful of you. He's mindful of everything, all of your concerns, everything that you go through. He's mindful of you, and He has a plan for you. He knew you even before you were in your mother's womb, and He has something special designed just for you. And I know a lot of the times you want things right now, but God has a timing for everything. And if you just put Him first and seek Him, then He will fulfill it. He's faithful to do that.
Well, you know what? Those are words of wisdom. And the one thing that I see from what all of these young ladies have said today was really a simple word, and that's listen. And we want to listen to your heart. The heart that tells you what is right. Because it's going to tell you, no matter what anybody thinks, there's going to be that something in you that's going to let you know what's right, because you won't be guided alone. And I appreciate the fact that all of you young ladies listen. And you listen to your mom. And once you have learned the art of listening, and you have trust, you have commitment, you have faith, and you trust, there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't achieve. And audience, we want you to understand that that goes for you too. Because here at Express Yourself, we're here because we love you. Now, when you look at young women, young ladies that have taken their time out to come and sit and share just a little bit of their experiences, it's because they love you and they want to help. So take heed to what you've heard today and understand the fact that there is value in you too. You just got to be able to take a look in the mirror and recognize that you have value. It's not about what your peers tell you, because as we see today, they didn't let that direct their paths. They listened and they believed. They trusted and they made a commitment to do what they were called and born and purposed to do. So we're going to go over here to the set, and we're going to turn it over to Miss Marilyn Wright, and she's going to give us a treat of what God has blessed her to do, and that is sing the gospel. And when I say gospel, I mean what's right, the righteousness of life. Take it away, Miss Marilyn.
Don't need fame and fortune. I can do without them. They can't do what you do for me. That's love me unconditionally. You've got my back, you are my friend. You lead me and guide me and show me mercy. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Without you there would be no me. When I am down, you pick me up. You never let me down. When I am wrong, you show me love. And you always led me to right. Material things, diamond rings don't mean nothing. You are all I really need. The material things are just temporary, but you, oh Lord, last for eternity. I set my affections on your word and not the standards of this world. All I desire will be added if I just keep you first. When I am down, you never let me down. You change my frown into a smile. You always led me to right. Without Jesus, my life is incomplete. Where would I be without Jesus? Without His love, where would I be? I can't live without your love. I can't live without your grace. I'd be lost without you, Lord. Your favor is all I need. Your mercy is all I need. When people walk out on me, when people turn their backs on me, you're always there for me. You always provide for me. Lord, where would I be? I don't know where I would be. You are my provider, Lord. You are my protector, Lord. It's my desire to please you, Lord. It's my desire. Without you, Jesus, Lord, where would I be? Lord, where would I be? I can't face another day without you. Where would I be? You're everything I need. You're everything that I need. I don't need the money, Lord. I don't need the money, Lord. I don't need the friends, Lord. As long as I have you, Lord, I have everything that I need. If it's everything, anything that I need, you will add it unto me. As long as I put you first, you give me everything that I desire. Lord, where would I be? I make the vow to put you first in my life. I make the commitment, Lord, that I'll love you with all my life. Without you, with all my heart, with all my soul. I can't live, I can't live without you, Lord. You are my everything. Your mercy is all I need. Oh, you are my King. Where would I be? You are my everything. And I vow to worship you, Lord. Without you, Lord. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Express yourself. You don't never need help from nobody else. All you got to do now, express yourself. Whatever you do, do it good. Whatever you do, Lord, Lord. Do it good. Oh yeah. It's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. It's what you're doing when you're doing what you look like you're doing. Express yourself. Express yourself.